Hello, and welcome to Drawing Generic Faces. So if you've already watched the silent items drawing, so drawing of the nose, drawing of the lips, eyes, ears, now we are going to start the generic face. So if we go from the nose to the lips, it's about the width of your finger. Should be able to do a little mustache right here. For the chin, it's typically 2 fingers. So 2 fingers, little line right there, right? It's a curve. And then I don't want to go in, right? Because my eyes are about half of an eye to the edge. Very close to the edge. So I'm going to go out this way, curve upwards, and the sides of your face just curve in a little bit towards the eyes. And there's that chin. I'm holding my pencil really loose, not really hard, stabby. Up, up, up. And then curve or bald. And you typically have like a little upper curve right there. So a little chin. Shading towards the eyes. Right. And that is a generic face shape. And we already know this shape because it's just an oval. We got ovals. We got ovals and houses. Right? Sometimes even we can have a rectangular head. There's different ways you can form a face. So you're going to draw 3 faces, and for this video I'm going to show you how to draw a generic face altogether and a side view generic face altogether. But you will be drawing 3, and when you start, you want to start really light. You can almost not even see the circle or oval that I have on my paper. Like, you can barely see it. And that's because this is the sketch. And when you're doing just the basic sketch, you want to be able to go over those lines that you make that are incorrect. So your mistakes, you want to be able to go over them and not see them. So that's why you start really, really light, and then as you go, my pencil gets darker and darker and darker, because those are the lines that I want to keep. Okay, so you can kind of see it, you kind of can't. I'll make it just a little bit darker for you. Okay, so my neck, I don't want any noodle necks. Your neck is, like, you can almost cover your face with your hand, right? Well, you can almost cover your neck with your hand. Like, you can almost wrap your hand around your neck. So it's really, really big. It's around there, right? It almost reaches our ears. Okay, and it doesn't curve in, it just goes straight down. There we go. Shirt. So this is what we're working with. And just like butterflies, human faces are pretty symmetrical. At least a majority of them have some symmetrical attributes. So we need to draw our center line, right? And really, really light. I'm drawing really light. I'm drawing darker for you guys so that you can see, but when you're drawing, you are drawing so light, you can barely see. Okay, so I have that middle line. All right, and a little bit below, halfway through your face, that's when you're gonna start drawing your nose. Okay, and I'm gonna draw a little bit differently, but feel free to draw it as it is shown on your step-by-step sheet, or you could watch the video about how to draw a nose. So I started with my bottom of my nose, did my 2 nostrils, then my wings, and of course, bridges, just like cats, we have bridges. And it goes up pretty far, right? Like Like, this is my forehead. Okay? It goes up pretty far. Okay, and remember, we have our nose. It's a finger under is the start of your lip. Just a finger under. And you have that little bridge down there right underneath the nose. Again, I'm drawing darker so that you can see. You do not have to draw darker. The lighter, the better for you. And then right on the left and right side, those are just circles. As you can see, I went over it a few times to make sure they're kind of the same size. And then you have the top of your eye, the bottom of your eye, come over here, top of your eye, bottom of your eye. And then what's really cool about your eyeballs is that for almost everyone, your middle of the eye going straight down. Here's another line. Here's another line. That is where your lips end. So right in the middle of your eye, that is where almost everyone's lips stop. So I have the top of my lip, middle, and bottom of my lip. And lips are just ovals that you curve a little bit in certain spots. Lips. And again, you can make them as big or small as you like, however you're feeling. So your eyeballs are actually circles, right? The outside of our eye are mostly ovals, but we want to add a little line inside to show, hey, this is where our actual eyeball sits. And then on the corners of your eyes, you want to draw little curved circles. Put some dots in there, right? And then you're going to add the lid of your eye to the left, lid of your eye to the right. I have bags under my eyes, so I like to draw them. There we go. Right above where your nose ends and your eyeball is where your brow starts, and towards the end of your eyeballs is where your brows stop. And it is just spiking up and then turning it to the left for this eyeball, and then again spiking straight up. Now you're turning to the right, and it's hair, so you just want to flick, 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 flick. I'm flicking the hair on. Flick, 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 flick. Boom. And then I'm gonna bring my lid in a little bit more for those eyes. Go over my circle again for my eyeball. And then I need pupils. And they can look wherever you want, but I'm just gonna have it look straight at the camera. Don't forget a glare or two, right? If you want to add those little worms inside of our eyes, you know what I'm talking about, you could add those too. Again, really lightly. Really lightly. And then we have to pretend that there is an imaginary line going this way. Right? Straight across our eyeballs is the tops of our ears. So tippy top of the ear. And again, they can be as big are as small as you want them to be. I like to add earrings to mine. And then, what am I missing? Obviously I'm missing hair, if you want hair. But first, I'm gonna go in and erase our invisible lines, and then we can come back and we'll do the eyelashes and a little bit of hair. Boom, erased. Looks more like a face. Of course, if you want to add your typical shading to it, you definitely can. But for this video, I'm not going to get too much into it. Just a few things here and there. Okay. Eyelashes. If you watched the video before, you know that these eyelashes curve this way, these eyelashes curve this way, and every single person, male or female or not, has lashes. They don't have to be ginormous, but everyone has lashes. I don't want to see any guys without lashes, because that just means your eyeballs are not protected from dirt, dust, and all that nasty stuff. So everyone has eyelashes. They have them on the top. Boom. And then you have a few tiny ones on the bottom. Yep, and they curve this way. For the other eye, they curve out. Curve, curve, curve. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Alright, lashes. And then, I'm gonna give this person bangs. Generic bangs. Okay, so that is a generic face shape. And then now it is time to do a sideways view. Okay, now it is time to draw a side view. Again, you don't have to do this. It's just something that's kind of fun. So we have a circle. It's a little bit off. You want to focus on which other side that you are drawing on. So, neck goes way far back here. Oh, then it doesn't go all the way over here, because this is where we're looking, right? We're looking this way. So instead of bringing it out here, we're going to bring it in a little bit right here. And then the shoulder is all here. And then focusing on this area, I want to bring my forehead inwards. And then my nose outwards. And then right under that, curve of the upper lip, curve of the bottom lip, the chin comes up a little bit, and then the whole jawline gets moved back. And then your ear, instead of going all the way out here, is moved right here, at least around this area. And then your hairline starts right, almost about right there. And then then here I am filling in where the hair would go. Right, because this is all the back of the head. So all of this is hair. Just about all of it. All of it's hair. This is that little section of the hair that goes down right above your ears. Forget what it's called. But you know what I'm talking about. So back of the neck goes down. So we don't really need to draw the line that goes down the center of our face, because we already have it right here. Like, we already know where our nose goes, we already know where our lips go, and our eyes, that is the only other line that we'll need, because our eyes go this way. Right, that imaginary line that wraps around and goes straight to your ears. So, we have the side of the nose, which means we're only going to see one wing. That's it. So here's our nostril, and then here's our wing. And that's all you got to do. And then our lip is going to be wherever our eye ends. And our eyes are interesting because it's not going to be a circle, one on top, one on bottom. We're looking this way now. So it's going to be one curve. And then, since we're looking this way, right this way, our eye is going to end this way. Just like that. And our pupil is going to be over here. Okay, so a sideways view of looking at an eye. Alright. So again, right where that line is, putting the little curved line. Upper of my eye, lower of my eye. Right. Under that. And then the lid. There we go. And then your eyeball. Your pupil. And again, I'm following that line. I'm going that way. So I'm looking that way. Right, a little bit of shading this way. And of course, we have to have eyelashes. Top and bottom. And then eyebrow. Right above that, again, pluck, 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 pluck. Pluck, 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 pluck. Yep. So again, you start upwards with eyebrows, and then you just pluck, 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 pluck. Jab, 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 jab. Sorry about that. Jab, 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 jab. Up and around, up and around. And we only see one, because we can only see one eyeball. The only thing you'd really be able to see from over here is maybe like a lash or two from the other side, because those are the ones that pop out the most. But other than that, we're not going to be able to see anything. So right underneath the center of our eye, we curve down to the end of our lips. So again, I want to start at the top, come inward, middle, and end. And as you can see, I went back and removed or erased some of those lines, our invisible lines, and then I just shaded a little bit here and there, and I finished upper, middle, bottom of the lips. And then you have a nice generic front view and side view. And again, there's many different faces, so just pick a few that speak to you. You can do many different nose shapes, you can do many different lip shapes, face shapes, eyes, hair. It's up to you as long as you draw 3 of them. Alright, thank you for watching.